When entering middle age, every movement of the body seems to become more cautious. If before, just a jump or a run was enough for the heart, lungs, and muscles to coordinate smoothly, now every morning when you wake up, you can clearly feel your joints creaking, your heart beating unusually fast when climbing a few stairs, and sometimes even a little physical activity quickly drains your energy. This is an undeniable sign. The body is gradually saying no to demands that were once taken for granted in youth. But that does not mean you have to give up or abandon exercise. On the contrary, middle age is the golden period to build a sustainable exercise habit that helps maintain health, boost confidence, and fully enjoy the meaning of life. In reality, many people in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s have once determined to set goals for exercising, losing weight, maintaining shape, preventing illness, but then gave up after just a few weeks. They clearly understand the benefits of exercise, know that physical activity is the golden key to longevity and quality of life, yet still struggle to maintain motivation. So, what is the secret to making exercise an indispensable part of life rather than a forced obligation, a debt to pay for health? The answer does not lie in harsh training methods or empty advice. It lies in understanding yourself clearly, setting appropriate goals, connecting emotionally, and creating an ideal environment to maintain motivation. Below are 10 strategies that have been scientifically proven, based on practical experience, and perfectly suited for middle-aged individuals. First, let's start by answering the question, why do I need to exercise? Maybe you want to reduce the risk of diabetes, have enough energy to play with your grandchildren, maintain confidence and a youthful appearance, or simply want to be healthy to travel with your partner after retirement. The more specific and emotionally connected your goal is, the easier it is to stay motivated. Don't hesitate to write down the reasons that truly matter to you. Stick them on the fridge, keep them in your wallet, or save them on your phone. Whenever you feel like skipping a workout, look back at that why. A study shows that people with emotionally connected goals, such as, I want to be healthy to travel with my wife, are much more persistent than those whose goals are based only on weight numbers. Second, set small, feasible, and specific goals. At the age of 45, if you set a goal like running a marathon in 3 months, it is almost certainly a path leading to disappointment and giving up. Instead, start with small tasks. Walk for 15 minutes every morning during the first week, do a 30-second plank daily, or set a goal to lose 2 kilos in 2 months instead of 10 kilos in 1 month. Success from small goals will stimulate the brain to release dopamine, creating a sense of achievement, which in turn helps motivate you to go further. Third, make exercise a daily habit. When physical activity becomes an indispensable part of your routine, you won't have to struggle with yourself every time you need to start. Simplify the process by linking it to other habits. Walk right after brushing your teeth in the morning, do 10 minutes of yoga before going to bed, or ride a bike at a fixed time every evening. According to neuroscience, if you maintain a repeated action consistently for about 66 days, the brain will automatically recognize it as a habit. At that point, you won't need strong willpower to start anymore. Everything will happen naturally and easily. On Wednesday, find yourself a companion. Exercising with friends or family will help you maintain the habit 2 to 3 times better. If you often feel lazy, arrange to walk with a friend of the same age, swim together, or do light exercises with your spouse. Joining a running club, yoga group, or dance community is also a great way to connect, share, and stay motivated. The feeling that someone is waiting for you will make it harder to skip a workout, while also bringing joyful and meaningful moments. Thursday, diversify exercises to avoid boredom. A major reason many middle-aged people give up is because they get tired of repeating the same type of movement. Refresh yourself by changing the type of workout. Walk this week, swim next week, occasionally try dancing, cycling, or mountain climbing. Changing the workout environment is also very important. Instead of only exercising in the gym, try going to the park, the beach, or your backyard. A combination of aerobic exercises, good for the heart, strength training, to maintain muscles and prevent osteoporosis, and flexibility exercises, yoga, stretching, is an ideal choice for middle-aged people, helping to improve both physical and mental health comprehensively. On Friday, acknowledge your own progress. Nothing motivates better than seeing yourself improve day by day. You can keep a workout journal, number of steps walked, minutes of activity weight lifted. Take photos each month to see the changes in your body, or use a smartwatch or step-counting app to track your training process. When you see that you have gone further than before, you will have more reasons to keep trying. Saturday, reward yourself after each small success. The brain loves rewards, and that is a natural motivation for you to maintain habits. After achieving a goal, give yourself a small pleasure, a healthy meal you enjoy, a new book, or a weekend picnic trip. However, avoid rewarding yourself with fast food or alcohol, as it can ruin your workout efforts. 8th, listen to your body and don't force yourself. Many middle-aged people get discouraged from overexertion, leading to pain or injury. This not only causes motivation to drop quickly, but also negatively affects overall health. The key is to exercise within your limits and gradually increase intensity reasonably. If you are just starting, walk for 10-15 minutes and then gradually increase to 30 minutes. When lifting weights, warm up with light weights before gradually increasing. If you feel unusual pain, rest instead of trying to endure it. The goal is to maintain long-term consistency, not to push hard for a week and then quit. 9th, get inspired by real-life stories. Sometimes, motivation comes from seeing people like yourself overcome difficulties and succeed. Look for stories about middle-aged individuals who have changed their lives through exercise. A 55-year-old woman who had diabetes, but after a year of persistent walking, her health improved significantly. A 50-year-old man who overcame depression through daily yoga practice. A 60-year-old father who still runs marathons to raise charity funds. When you see people like yourself can do it, you will believe that you can do it too. 10th, combine exercise with a healthy lifestyle. Exercise is only truly effective when accompanied by a scientific lifestyle. A balanced diet with plenty of green vegetables, fish, whole grains, limiting sugar and salt, getting enough sleep, about 7-8 hours a day, maintaining a relaxed mind through meditation, reading, and spending time with family. When the body is comprehensively cared for, you will have more energy to continue exercising without forcing yourself. Finally, remember that motivation does not always come from momentary excitement. Sustainable motivation is built from perseverance, from small but consistent habits, from understanding what you need and why you want to change. You don't need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights. Just maintaining a little daily activity will make your body healthier, your mind clearer, and your middle-aged life more worth living than ever. Imagine yourself after 6 months, a year of persistent training. Your knee pain lessens, your steps become lighter, and every morning you wake up feeling full of energy. You confidently go for walks with friends, no longer worrying about your health when planning long trips. You look in the mirror and see a better version of yourself, not in your waist measurement, but in your radiant eyes, your vibrant vitality, and the satisfaction of knowing you have made an effort for your own health. And if there are times when you feel discouraged, remember that every big change starts with small steps. Return to your original reason. Look back at the progress you have made, reward yourself, and continue the journey. You may not become an athlete, but you will be the healthiest, happiest, and proudest version of yourself. The body in middle age may say no to excessive challenges, but it will always be ready to accompany you if you know how to listen, take care, and persist day by day. Exercise is the way you remind yourself that you deserve to live healthily, meaningfully, and full of energy, regardless of age. And the most wonderful thing is, you can start today right where you are, with small but steady steps on the journey to maintain exercise motivation and build a truly worthwhile middle-aged life. If you have ever failed, don't be discouraged too quickly. Try again with a new plan, new motivation, and a new companion. Diversify your exercises, reward yourself, listen to your body, and get inspired by those who have gone before you. Make movement a habit, and then you will see motivation is not something distant, but a loyal companion, always by your side every step of the way towards health and happiness. And above all, remember that training is not a race against others, but a journey of your own growth. Every day, every step, every drop of sweat is proof of perseverance and self-love. No matter where you start, no matter what your goal is, cherish that journey, because the greatest motivation does not lie in achievements or numbers, but in the choice and determination to maintain the habit of movement for yourself, today, tomorrow, and forever. So, stand up and start with the smallest things. Let motivation become an endless source of inspiration, helping you overcome all the challenges of middle age to live healthily, happily, and enjoy every moment of life.